Well, Advotech has announced the acquisition of Glenwood House School in George, Western Cape. Glenwood House School includes a preparatory, and college offering grade 0 to 12, with just over 800 students being added to the school's division, plus capacity for organic growth. Joining me is Isaakidis. He's the Chief Operating Officer of Schools Division at Advotech. A very good afternoon to you, Alex.
Good afternoon,
well, congratulations on your acquisition, but maybe talk to us about why you decided to go with this particular school.
Okay, well, I think there were a number of reasons. I mean, first of all, it's very much part of our strategy. Our strategy is to grow through acquisition as well as greenfield sites for new schools. And we underrepresented in the Western Cape, and we've always been looking for buying schools that are actually fitting in with our various brands. And I think this particular school was an excellent acquisition because it was started in 2006 with a lot of input from the management of Trinity House, which is now part of our group. And as a result of that, we found that it had very much the same ethos as Trinity House. So we see it as a natural bolt-on for the Trinity House brand because they share the same value system, the same ethos, and it's nice to be in the Western Cape again.
So it seems like you're growing very, very well in the Western Cape. You also have Abbott's there in the Western Cape, plans
Correct.
of possibly acquiring more schools to increase your exposure there?
Absolutely. We're always on the lookout, and we're busy with quite a few greenfield sites and acquisitions around the country. So we've got a plan, and we're sticking to it.
And also, investors look at student numbers as well. It looks like it's going to increase your student numbers further 800 to what you have currently.
Correct. We've got just over 25,000 at the moment, which is quite a nice stretch from what we were at the end of 2014. We were on 13,000. So we've grown a lot in the last few years. And we expect to get to our target of 2020, where we said we're going to get to 40,000 students. And I think we're very much on track for that.
I think maybe if I don't ask you this, it will be wrong of me. But when you look at the education system right now, you're looking at higher education or tertiary education, there's talk of a fees must fall. We've seen a lot of students going and saying that they demand fees must fall or the fees to be with no fees from a government. Have you seen that kind of pressure coming through to you at all?
Not really. I think, you know, it's a very different market, and it's something that's been there all the time. I mean, most of the public education is either free or at very low fees. It's a choice of the parents to have a quality education, and they will do a lot, and they will give up a lot to have their children in a private school. So I think it's not really relevant in the school market at this point in time. And also, you know, you're too young to have children, but you know that you can control them when they're small, but when they are, you know, at the university age, they do their own thing.
He's 21 months and he's already giving me trouble. But looking at the higher education space, are you looking to grow your exposure? You're already in that space already. Are you looking to take on what government is not doing, or perhaps what the public sector is not doing?
I head up the schools division, so I don't really have, other than a fleeting glance at what my colleagues do in the tertiary division. I do know we have expansion plans. We've had some very good acquisitions already this year there as well. We're building new capacity. So outside of that, I think someone like Dr. Coughlin would be able to help you on the tertiary side.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex Isaakidis. He's the Chief Operating Officer of the Schools Division at Advotech. Well, that's it from the Closing Bell South Africa team for today. Closing Bell West Africa right after this. But if you have any queries or comments, please do email us.